Heal up soon, Bob. I got your message, and thanks for connecting with me this morning. Nice to have you here in class. Thank God for Zoom, right? We can get connected, all of us from all over the world, which is so wonderful. I'm so happy to be with you this morning. Forte, strong, my friend. Great to have you in class here. Janice, good morning, Janice. Happy Wednesday. And Keith, good morning, Keith. Thank you for joining us. Michael, good morning, Michael. Marcus, hi, Marcus. Good to see you. Neil, thank you for joining us. Welcome. Sissy, I want to acknowledge your consistency. You are here consistently on the live Zoom. So I acknowledge you for that investment of time in yourself. Great job. Good morning, everybody. Eric Lofholm here. I want to welcome you to the continuous sales improvement daily podcast. And today is the day before Thanksgiving here in the States. And I acknowledge you for being here, for going, you know what? Today before Thanksgiving, I'm going to still come to this call and get myself ready to have a great day. Success is an everyday thing. So success doesn't look at it and go, well, today's different because it's the day before Thanksgiving. Success says, if you want the health results, you still got to eat right today, and you still got to do your exercises if that's what you're into, or if you're looking to grow your business. Success says it's the day before Thanksgiving, you still prospect, or you still do your routine, right? You still do your success routine like what we're doing here. I'm still doing it. I'm pumped about today. If you're right hand, take your right hand. If you're left hand, take your left hand. Pat yourself on the back. Tell yourself, great job for being here today. Type it in the chat. Today is a great day. Today is a great day. So I posted a video, which I'm going to pull it up here on the screen. And I'm not going to just give you the video. I'm going to make you go get it yourself. It's not hard to get. So I'm going to teach you a little thing here on YouTube. So this is a picture of it's a web image of my YouTube channel. So the way you guys can find this YouTube channel, just jot some notes down if you want. It's youtube.com/sales champion #1. youtube.com/sales champion #1. Or they have a new thing on YouTube called handles. So my handle is at Eric Lofholm Official. That's this channel. If you typed into YouTube and you just did a search under my name, it's this one right at the top. Eric Lofholm Sales Training at Eric Lofholm Official. That's the channel. So on a YouTube search, if you hit video, and it's going to automatically populate the most recently uploaded videos. And these two with my smiling face, one is a 3-minute video of me reading my document, which I'll explain in a moment. The other is a loop of me reading the document 10 times. So it's the same content. One is me going through it once, and the other is me going through it 10 times. And what I'm going through is, let me just pull it up here. There we go. I'm going through this document here. These are 30 ideas that I'm programming into my mind. This is what I've been working on with my coach. So you can hear these ideas in that YouTube video. And you might want to take a listen to that YouTube video. There's nothing to watch. It's just me talking. But it'll give you some insight into what I'm working on with my coach. Now, to create this document, to put this in perspective, I invested $45,000 with him to create this document. So you can model it if you want. You can pull off what I'm doing. You can listen to what I'm doing. And so there's 30 ideas that he helped me co-create. And idea number 2 is what I put for today's idea. I am that I don't need to control anyone. And I am that I am not responsible for other people's actions. And I'm going to put that in the Zoom chat. So this statement is becoming a guiding statement in my life. And I'm going to read it again. I am that I don't need to control anyone, and I'm not responsible for other people's actions. Now, why that is significant to me is I have spent my whole life feeling like I needed to control other people. And I've spent my whole life feeling as if I was responsible for other people's actions when I have nothing to do with other people's actions. Everyone on the planet has free will. I mean, if they're in a circumstance where they don't have free will, but you and I have free will. You had free will to get on this call, and I had free will to get on this call. And so I was taking on responsibility for other people's actions, which was causing a lot of extra work in my brain, in my daily life. And I don't have to take that on anymore because I don't need to control anybody. All I need to do is take care of what I'm up to, what I'm doing on a daily basis. So that's going to ensure that I'm going to have a great day today because I'm going to focus on what I can control. So I'm not telling you that you need to do this. I'm just sharing with you a new phrase, an idea, a new idea about myself that I don't need to control anybody. And so that's a life-altering idea. And this document is 30 life-altering ideas because we create our reality with language. We create our reality with language. So if I say, I am that I don't need to control anyone, and then somebody on this call says, instead of saying that, not that you need to say that, but they say, I can't get myself to prospect. So what my coach taught me, he calls this concept a document. And this is what he does with his clients. He helps them create a document. It's basically creating your life with intention. So if one of you says, I can't get myself to make the prospecting calls. Okay. So his view, and I agree with them, is that we're all walking around the world. We're walking around planet Earth, and we all have a document. And most people haven't given any thought to what they're saying, or not that they haven't given thought to what they're saying, but they could give more thought. Because if you're speaking this, then you're creating this in your reality. Every time I go on a diet, I cheat. I worked with a guy one time, he was in Weight Watchers, and I'm not a fitness diet coach. I work with people on the mind. And so he says to me, I said, when are you going to hit your goal weight at Weight Watchers? And he said something like, well, I don't hit the goal weight. Okay, this was his language to me. I don't hit the goal weight. True story. I go, what? He goes, yeah, I've been at Weight Watchers for many years. I never hit the goal weight. And I said to him, I said, you could. And he was living in a story that it's just not who he is. And we just had a conversation around it, and he changed the idea of who he is. And he went from I don't hit the goal weight to I hit the goal weight. And guess what happened? He hit the goal weight. because we create our reality with our language. If you say, I never hit the goal, then you're basically telling your brain, don't hit the goal because I'd screw up my own story. Isn't that fascinating? I'm not a weight loss coach. The guy had been in Weight Watchers for years, and within like 60 days of us having that conversation, he hit the goal because he changed his document. Now, I never taught him to do a document like what I showed you here. And if you want to know what my document is, you can go listen to it. Just go find it on YouTube. So what my coach taught me was, Eric, you're going to say this a couple of times a day, every day. And you're going to basically incorporate this into your life. And so I can guarantee you're going to start seeing all kinds of shifts in my website, in me, in my language, in my results, in my web presence. I mean, there's going to be massive transformation I guarantee that's going to occur. And why would I say that? Because I'm changing my language. But here's the beauty. I'm giving you the blueprint right now. I'm giving you the blueprint as much as I can in a 15-minute call. All right, so let's continue on here. Got a few more ideas I want to share with you guys today. Thank you for joining me today on this day before Thanksgiving. It's really wonderful that you're here. Let me find my notes here. There we go. Okay. So I stated a goal yesterday, speaking of language, and I said, I want 2,000 registrations for my planning class. So I'll show you what that looks like. It's at planningclass.com. And I want you guys to all register. And I want you to bring a friend or two or 20 or 500 or 1,000. It's at planningclass.com. So I speak yesterday. I want 2,000 people to register. So then I'm starting to think, okay, how am I going to do that? So that's what you want to do. You want to set your goal, and then you want to ask yourself, well, how am I going to do that? Because 2,000 is a big number. And I thought, all right, the class is on the 13th and the 15th. All right. Then it says bonus session, December 14th at 4 p.m. Special guest, Dr. Moyne. So this got added yesterday. After I finished with you guys, I thought, okay, I want 2,000 registrations. How am I going to do it? Okay, I'm going to add a bonus day on December 14th. Dr. Moyne. That means yesterday I reached out to Dr. Moyne. Sent him an email. Hey, Dr. Moyne, it's Eric. Hey, I got this class coming up. I'd like you to speak. Here's what the agreement is. Would you do it? And he said yes. And then I reached out to Jay Abraham. And Jay Abraham said yes. Now, he's not on the website yet because I haven't even told Vicky yet, my assistant. So now I got a bonus day. Dr. Moyne, Jay Abraham, and I got another. I'm going to probably get 2 more guests, which I'll announce once I know them, who they are. So let me ask you this. Can you see how by me adding a 3rd day to the class with these, legends in the industry, that's going to help get me closer to 2,000 registrations? All right. So what we want to look at is, where did that come from? It came from the goal of 2,000, and then me saying, how am I going to do that? Oh, well, if I had Jay Abraham and Dr. Moyne and these other people, that would help me hit the goal. That's you. That's you with your goals. Is you set the goal and you go, how am I going to do it? And then you put your plan together and you focus on what you want to create versus what's not working. You focus on what you want to create versus what's not working. And that's a huge golden nugget, because people come to me on coaching calls all day long. I get on the phone with you guys and you'll tell me what's not working. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a safe space to share whatever's going on in your life, and I'm happy to help you. If you end up on a coaching call with me, I'm happy to help you. And if you want to really create the life that you're excited about, it's focusing on what you want to create. focusing on what you want to create, putting your mind on what you want to create. So instead of me going 2,000 people, how in the heck am I going to get 2,000 people? That's too many. No. How would I create that? Okay. How about see if Dr. Moyne could speak? See if Jay Abraham could speak. All right. Well, that's going to wrap our call. We're going to actually do it again tomorrow. If any of you guys want to hang out with me on Thanksgiving for just 15 minutes, and I want to take you away from your family, if you're doing the family thing, and many of you are. And if you do want to just start off your day like we normally do at 7:45, there'll be a group of us that'll be here. I'll be here. Whoever else wants to come can come. We'll do a little 15-minute message just like today. It's great to be with you guys today. Have a wonderful, wonderful day before Thanksgiving. Go out there and produce whatever that looks like for you. I'll look forward to next time we connect. We're going to meet tomorrow and on Friday if you want to meet Friday, and otherwise the next meeting will be next Monday. All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.